So I've watched Femi's video. It's good, good, very moving, very moving. What's going on in this mind? I'm thinking, how am I going to top that? And obviously, don't know how many of you are going to be watching this video. Probably two, me watching it back, and Femi watching it to make sure I don't swear or say something rude. I am going to swear. Sorry, Femi. You're probably thinking, George, you don't need to top it. It's not about that. It's just about you just letting go of that pain, just sharing it with people. And then the Nigerian side of me is like, Josh, you must top this video. You must win. What are you winning? Nothing. But you must win. So this is my video. This is what me talking about my breakup and how it affected. Well, not the physical, but mostly the mental. There was her. There was me. We were in those relationships that was an impending car crash. As in, you're in the car. There's another car. You're both coming towards each other. And you're sitting in your car. And it's happening in slow motion. Like literally like... And the other car is coming really close. And you're there sitting and you can jump out anytime you want. But you're hoping that the other car swerves, or for some reason you just magically go through each other, or you don't know, it turns from a crash into a hug. So you keep asking the other car, are you okay, are you okay, are you okay? And then the other car's like, I'm fine. And then what happens is, like, you end up crashing in Leicester Square on a Saturday afternoon. You asking if she wants to watch movies, and she's saying she doesn't want to do this anymore. I learned a few lessons that day. The first one being never engage in a long distance relationships. Why are you fooling yourself? Why are you lying to yourself? And the second one being, if you're an artist, don't date artists. Just don't. I mean, who would do that? I really who would do that? I've done it 3 times. So when it happened, I cried for 2 seconds, like, because I'm a guy. In Nigeria, seconds is code word for hours. I cried for hours, days. I didn't cry for days, like just hours. I cried for hours, and then I drew a line on it. You see, I was working at a bar, and I was working as the bartender and as a host, so it meant that I had to keep a smile up and entertain the guests, who were very rich of pocket but poor of life, just boring fucks who had absolutely nothing going for them at all. It's like their whole day has been money, and everything else was just dead. The kind of people who find racism and sexism jokes funny because that's the kind of humor they have. I drew a line under it. I did what, I don't know if you've seen X-Men First Class. There's a villain who, like, his special power is if you throw a bomb at him, he can just contain that shit, just really just take the whole explosion, just like contain it all in, which is what I did. I contained it all in. I put it in a shoe, in a box underneath my bed, in a cupboard, a house on Alderaan. Shot a laser at it, dead stop, boom, explode, it's all dead, it's disappeared, you can't find it, it's classified, motherfucker, it's gone. And I put up a face, big smile, like every night I just kept on like I'd always been doing. I was like, yeah, because I couldn't afford to lose my job, so every single night, like, yeah, you're funny, yeah, you cracked a joke about how I look like another black guy, you're funny, or you think I look like Eddie Murphy. Okay, that sounds like Count Dracula. Oh, fuck you! I'm funny! Oh my god! You wanna drink? Champagne? Party! I'm Puff Daddy in this house! Take that! Yeah! Oh my god! 6 months just constantly doing that, drinking lots of Coca-Cola, not cocaine. You can't even drink cocaine. It's totally different response. I know, I've seen it. Yeah! having one champagne. What? This night's over. I'm still going. Running Man. I'm Bobby Brown. 6 months, 8 months, 1 year. Yeah. Yeah, I want to walk downstairs in the cellar. I help him clean everything up, even though it's 4 a.m. in the morning, because I'm that cool. And the cellar manager comes up to me, goes like, Josh, you don't have to do this. I'm like, yeah, I can do this. I'm cool. I'm Josh. I'm that funny guy. And he taps me on the shoulder and he goes, you're depressed. And I'm like, no, I'm cool. I'm fine. Like, no, you're depressed. Everyone knows. Everyone sees you when you're not looking. Sorry, when you don't know anyone's looking, and you get really quiet and you get really moody really fast, and people are worried, and they want you. The boss wants you to take some time off. I was like, how long? He said a month. So I ended up almost losing that job. I took 2 months off because when it finally did come out, which is what it had been doing, it's literally been seeping out over the course, like a minute here, an hour there, I would just shut down, just stop smiling, and just not even doing anything, just standing still, just staring blankly into space or something. And I was really worried. I thought I'd lost my job at the time, which was a lot to me. So I didn't tell anyone at home. I would leave the house. I just carried on like normal. I'd leave the house like I was going to work, and then I'd go to Leicester Square and stay there till 4 a.m. in the morning and then go back home. And I was like, well, because I can't tell people I'm depressed from a breakup. I'm a man. Who the fuck would do that? So I did that for a month. Every weekend I just pretend like I was going to work, and I think the writing helped. I think the writing and friends, obviously. You know, I had a few friends who understood, who were going through something similar, who really helped me get my head straight. And I did a lot of just working my way through it and actually accepting that I did feel bad, and there is nothing wrong, because you know people will tell you that you're supposed to kind of get over it, but everyone gets over it in their own time, you know, and keeping it in and pretending like it's all cool is exactly why you don't get over it. Because you know, if you did get over it, when you then see your ex somewhere else, you're friends, you're cool. But if you don't, you know, and that's not helpful, because 90% of the time when you're not around, they're not thinking about you. They probably moved on, and you know, you're the one who's there, and every time you talk to someone else, you're always relating them back to your ex-girlfriend or something, you know, or you're always cracking jokes about it, or you know, you're just basically judging everyone by this one thing that happened to you, even though there are 7 billion other people you could meet who could potentially change your life in different, much more fulfilling ways, much more positive ways, and there you are just kind of, and that's just because, you know, you don't want to be that guy who when he first had the breakup was all like, oh, I feel bad. It's energy, you know. If you don't let it get out, this negative energy, if you don't get out of it naturally, then you're keeping it in. You're keeping it in the oven, and like bread, it will burn, and it will just die, and it becomes this black little shell husk of ash that you have to carry around everywhere like a fucking chain, and it just sits there in your chest, and you know, everyone can just smell that ash on you. They can smell that stink of burnt feelings, of burnt energy that just tried to get out but just left on the oven for so long, and now it's just there, can't be eaten, can't be taken out, can't be sold, can't be done anything with it. It's just there, just literally bringing you down. And you know, I went back to work, and 2 months later, a much better person, I think. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm better for it. I think I've learned to, you know, not keep shit in, because Yeah.